Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are testing Oblivion Remastered because I read a lot of comments where people wanted to see an Unreal Engine 5 game, and this game is made with the Unreal Engine 5. And let's see how this game performs on both devices. We have the MSI Claw A8 here and the MSI Claw 8 AI Plus. This one is with the AMD Z2 Extreme processor, and this one here is with the Intel chip. So let's go to the settings and let's see what the settings are. We have on both devices 800p, and everything else on both devices is on low. We have the preset low on both devices, and all settings are also low, as you can see. We also have XESS and FSR. We will test this also, but later in the video. First, let's see how the game performs on low settings. So let's go to the game and let the frame stabilize. We are on the same spot here. This one is a little bit brighter. I don't know why. I think it's maybe the weather. And yeah, on the Intel chip we have 39 frames per second. Now we have 40, and on the AMD chip we have 33. Let's go in one direction. And let's see how the frames are changing. Okay, we had stutters on both. Now we had a big stutter here on the Intel one. So let's go to this cliff here. And what do we see? We see 31 FPS on the A8, and we see 36 frames per second on the MSI Claw 8 AI Plus with the Intel chip. I think, I'm not sure, but I think it's raining here on the AMD one. So maybe we have a little bit less frames because of the rain. But yeah. Guys, the performance of this game is not good on both devices for a handheld, but we will see if we could play it. So we have 30 here and 38 here. We always have a few stutters in the game, so when we are moving there are stutters. I can see and feel them, and I think you can also see them with the camera. There is a bridge. Let's look at the bridge. So 29 FPS, 31, 32, and we have 41 FPS on the Intel chip. So we have a difference of 10 frames per second on both devices. But like I said, it's raining here. Maybe the weather is eating a lot of performance. But if it should be that it eats performance, you know now that rain is critical in this game for the performance. So let me see, I think you can skip, yeah, you can skip, we can skip maybe the rain on this device. Let's make 3 hours. On this device we can't do it because it says that there is an enemy somewhere near. I don't see enemies, but yeah, it could be. Let's make 6 hours because the rain is still there. Now we have nighttime. Let's do 15 hours.
Hello? Who's there?
Yeah, it's still raining. I mean, we have nighttime, but the frames are not much more better in the night, as we can see here. Let's try to... Ah, there is a crab. Okay. Let's try 1 hour more. Now we have morning and there is, I think, no rain, or yeah, guys, there is still rain, so I'm sorry that I can't match the weather on both, but yeah, let's try a different TDP. Let's try out $25. So I will do 26 on the MSI Claw with the Intel chip, 26, and PL2 is at 27. And here we are doing 25. Let him stabilize the wattage. Let's look to the bridge. We have now 45 frames on the Intel one and 36 on the AMD one. Not much of a performance boost. Let's do 30 TDP. Let's do 29 on the AMD one. And let's do 30 on the Intel one. So now we have on the AMD one 35 frames, 33, 37, and on the Intel one we have 42 frames or 40 frames now. Let's see how it is in motion when we go around. Yeah, we have between 35 and 40 FPS on the Intel one when we move around. It's not great, but it's playable. Let's do the same here on the AMD one. Here we have in motion 30 frames per second, 33. Now we are under 30. Yeah, we have under 30. 30 now. 32. So it seems like the performance is better on the Intel one, but let's do something else. Let's turn on both devices XESS and let's see how much performance we can gain with XESS. I will set it to performance here on the A8. And let's do the same on the Intel one. On the Intel one it's native XESS, so we should see a better performance on the Intel one. So guys, with XESS on we have what's going on here with him. With XESS on we have 55 frames per second in this scene here, and we have 49 frames on the Z2 Extreme. Now we have 46. So we have around 10 frames more on the Intel one. But let's see how this is in motion when we go around. On the Z2 Extreme it's 40 frames per second. Now it dips down to 30, between 30 and 40 FPS. Let's stop at the runestone and let's do the same here on the Intel one. On the Intel one we are dipping now under 50 frames, but we also had 60 frames in motion. So yeah, it runs better on the Intel one, as we can see. But is it really playable if you want to play the game from 0 to 100%? I don't know. I don't know if other spots in this game are more graphically intense, so the frames could drop even more than here in the woods. And let's do a last test with FSR on both devices. Let's do FSR on performance on both devices. So performance, and let's do frame generation. Let's see how this turns out with frame generation. So guys, with frame generation and FSR we have on the A8 nearly 60 frames per second, or we have even 60 or more here in this scene. It does not look very good right now. I can see it with my own eyes. It's a little bit blurry. The image is much blurrier than before. But it's playable. You could play this. And maybe later in the game, on other spots that are more graphically intense, you can drop to 40 frames per second, I don't know. But with 40 frames per second, it's still playable with those settings, and it does not look so bad that you would say now, I don't want to play this on a handheld. Let's see how it is here on the MSI Claw 8 AI Plus. Here we have around 80 frames per second. And now we have nearly 100 FPS. And I have to tell you that this here is really smooth on the Intel one. It's really, really smooth. So I would not see a problem to play this from 0 to 100 if the frame stays like that the whole game. Not bad. Now we have 120 FPS. 150, nice. Let's see what happens if we turn the graphics up to middle. So now they are both on middle with 30 TDP. And FSR and frame generation are on. So we have on the A8, on the Z2 Extreme, we have around 55 frames here. It's good, it looks good. A little bit blurry, but it's okay. And here on the MSI Claw 8 AI Plus, it's already dark in the game here. Let's see if I can skip it. No, there is an enemy somewhere. Here we have on middle graphics around 80 to 90 frames per second. Very nice. Let's switch the graphics to high. Yes, I want to save it. I'm really sorry that I can't skip the nighttime here. It says there is an enemy nearby, but I don't see any enemies, so I don't know. But the frame rate is also on high with frame generation. It's also not bad, it's good. We have around 50 frames here on the Z2 Extreme. It plays smooth. It looks very good. There are sometimes a few stutters here on the Z2 Extreme, but it looks really good. And I mean, the picture is a little bit blurry because of FSR, but it's not so bad. Like I said, you could play this. Okay, now we have 43 FPS, 52. Let's see what we have here with high settings. Here we have 70 frames now, 73. Okay, now we have a big freeze here. Okay, it's gone. 40 frames, 50 frames. I can see a fire. Let's go to the fire. The fire is really beautiful. Frames per second. Now I can skip it. Very good. Let's do 16 hours. I hope we have no daytime. Yes, we have daytime. And it seems like the frames do not really change no matter if it's daytime or nighttime, because we have nearly the same frames now. So 60 frames here, 65, 69, very good. On high preset, 30 TDP. And let's go to the same area, if I can find the same area here. Okay, now we have dips here. Guys, it's not the same spot. I thought this is the same spot, but it's not the same spot. But anywhere, we have 80 frames per second here on the Intel chip, the MSI Claw 8 AI Plus, and we have 56 frames on the Z2 Extreme. So the Intel one wins here in this battle. And yeah, thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Bye bye.